Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the first round of the playoffs, the play-in game for the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. It's a little different this year. It's a two-game series. Both teams will get a chance to be controlled by me and the computer, and we'll tally up the scores at the end. Obviously, if one team wins both of the games, then they advance. The score tallying is more for if we end in a 1-1 tie. All right, I'll be right back in just a moment with our setup for the first match. The lower seed will be controlled by me first, so that the higher seed knows what score they need to obtain at the end of the game, like end of the series. So again, be back in just a moment. But first and foremost, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense if you like what you see here today. And I'll be back in just a moment. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the game one of the play-in series. Pokemon Power and the Quinwood Qwilfish. Qwilfish will be represented by the computer in the first game. That's sort of our home field advantage, as the higher seed goes second when being controlled by me, so they know how many points they need to score to try to win the series. Assuming they don't win the first game. Let's see here. Honestly, Alakazam's not a bad lead against at least half of my team. Haunter is good against some and not so good against others. Ampharos is the wild card. If Ampharos gets lucky with Zap Cannon Dynamic Punch, it could actually sway this series quite a bit. But I know if I lead with Ampharos, it's absolutely going to be Diglett or Steelix to start. I'm going to go Haunter, just because I don't want to lose Alakazam right away. And we'll move on from there. Let me get a drink real quick. Ugh. Not feeling great, so I'm going to go with my favorite drink, Vanilla Coke. Not sponsored, but it is my favorite drink. So I'm going to sip on that a little bit. Alright, Mud Slap is not going to be great for us here. Assuming that's what it's going for. Sorry, one of my cats knocked something over. I'm going to go Execute. I thought about leading Execute, but I was worried if it was Qwilfish, Girafarig, or Crobat that we could be in trouble. But for Steelix, yeah, we'll take that Mud Slap. Oh, it's going to Iron Tail. Alright, that was unexpected. Execute took it like a champ, but that was totally unexpected. Alright. Surely it is not going to Mud Slap and Execute, right? I'm going to go to Ampharos, and I don't want anyone to say I'm dumb if the game changes its mind and decides to Mud Slap here. Okay.
What's this? That didn't accomplish much. There, defense that went down.
Of course it did.
How will this Pokemon
Of course it did.
affect the flow of battle?
Well, shoot. Now we gotta go back to Execute because Ampharos is in danger of taking more damage. Of course it gets a defense drop on Ampharos and not Execute. I hate this because I would like to save Execute, but the Steelix getting that defense drop kind of screwed things up a little bit for me there on the planning. Alright, just leech seed it so we can start getting some of our health back. I don't care what's out there. I didn't bring any grass types for my team, so whatever it is, we can get health from it. Us or a different Pokemon on our team. Yeah, now it's Crobat. Of course it is, or I would have used Psychic. If I knew for sure if it was going Bite or Fly... Oh, go Tyranitar. Neither one of those is going to hurt Tyranitar much. Execute actually plays a pretty good role on this team. It takes a lot of damage, a lot of hits. It doesn't have the greatest knockout to faint ratio, but it's been a good pivot Pokemon to switch in with here and there. Alright, Crobat taking some damage there. It's going to be down in time for us to bite, so we'll go for bite.
It's not very effective. What's that? A light hit.
Alright, here comes Sandstorm.
Sandstorm hurt.
The game has basically wasted Crobat here.
One looks tired.
I'm actually going to Mud Slap in case Steelix comes in.
This Pokemon is switching out. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
How about that?
What now? It withstood that easily. Accuracy is down. Sandstorm finally quiet. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
I'm going to assume it's going for Iron Tail instead of Mud Slap.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
Okay.
What'll it do? Oh, that was weak. What impact will this Pokemon switch have?
Alright, let's see. Dynamic Punch. Since we don't have that defense drop, we can risk it.
There's the attack.
Alright, super effective and confused. One of my cats is meowing like crazy, so I may have to pause here in a second if he doesn't cut it out.
Sandstorm has started glowing.
It's okay, hero. I'm right here.
Storm rips and tears. Sparks are flying from both.
Alright, Dynamic Punch again.
The trainers.
Oh, they're switching. Even better. If it's not Mischievous, if it's Mischievous, it's a miss.
Oh, it's Mystery Bug.
Alright, that's not the end of the world, though. It'll get Sandstorm damage at least.
What's this? This move appears to be useless. It's going. Sandstorm hurt. The Sandstorm rips and tears. How will this Pokemon
I mean, to be honest, I like my team that I picked to go against the power.
The Pokemon
Still sick, as you can tell. I like my team that I picked to go against the power. But that doesn't mean the computer will necessarily use them the right way.
The other trainer is also changing Pokemon.
Alright, what's coming out?
Oh, it's Diglett.
That's not great for us because that actually is faster than Houndoom.
Going. Sandstorm hurt. How will this newly
We have to go Execute because we don't have anything that can actually take a hit from Diglett and like be okay other than Execute.
Pokemon? That Pokemon must not have been the right choice.
I mean, we have Pokemon that would survive, but it would hurt a lot.
Opens to reveal his Pokemon. What now? That didn't accomplish much.
Alright, Execute hangs in there.
The Sandstorm rips
That
and
hurt.
tears.
That might be enough now that Execute might get beat.
Quick tab on the
We'll try Giga Drain on the off chance we get to attack. If they switch, that's awesome. Wow, Diglett could have taken us out there, but because of the type matchup, the game switched. Okay.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
I don't think we do enough to take it out. We're going to hurt it more, though.
What'll it do? It's not very effective.
Alright, Sandstorm should take both of them out.
Sandstorm finally quiet.
Nope, Sandstorm is... Okay.
Pokemon which affect the flow of battle.
I think it's going to bite, so we're going back to Tyranitar.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
My animals all have decided to cause chaos right when I record, of course.
Foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. There's the attack. It withstood that easily.
Well, it's super effective, but it's a very weak attack back in Gen 2. If it was current
How will this new
Leech Life, that'd be a lot scarier.
fare?
Bite.
Feeling supersonic. It's become
55% accurate, works on the first try. Of course we hit ourselves, why wouldn't we? You know, better idea, let's go Sandstorm so if it flies, we still do some damage to it.
What's that? Oh, that was weak.
There we go.
Sandstorm has started blowing. It's going. Sandstorm burst. Oh!
Tyranitar gets a knockout.
What Pokemon will appear next? The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. A hot battle is unfolding. Both get
Mud slap
ready
it.
to go. What? That attack just bounced off. Wow, that's changed.
With the Sandstorm up, anything I put in like Ampharos or Execute is going to go down immediately. Darn, I was hoping it would miss the Iron Tail.
The heated action continues.
Mud Slap again, and hopefully with 50% accuracy, it'll miss this time.
How's that? It appears to be impervious to damage. The target stats must be in tatters. Ouch! Iron Tail!
You gotta be kidding me.
Good hit.
I never get Iron Tail to work when it's at normal accuracy. It hits twice in a row when it's at lowered accuracy? Really? Alright, whatever.
Join the battle now.
At least we get a clean switch. Let's put, let's put Execute in.
Pokemon have been chosen.
If the Sandstorm doesn't kill it, we may actually get a chance to get some health back here.
Back for another go. Oh, it's already taken considerable damage. This is worrying.
Alright, we at least have a chance at getting some health back.
Hurt. The white hot battle continues.
Giga Drain.
What now? A light pack. There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much.
Alright.
Oh, it's effective. The Sandstorm rips and tears.
Okay, we're still hanging in there. We need to land another Giga Drain.
Building from this heated battle. There, Giga Drain. Yes, it's a hit.
That was big. It takes out Steelix. Execute has taken out Steelix.
Knockout. What Pokemon will appear next? The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. Sandstorm finally quieted. One Pokemon is still capable.
Let's go to Houndoom, because I would imagine that Shadow Ball is the attack it's going to use.
Here comes a Pokemon switch. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. What is this? Oh, that was weak. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Yeah, basically, we're going to bite whatever's in there the rest of the game. So bite.
A furious attack. Oh, major
Critical hit.
Oh,
Mr. Vis goes down in one shot due to the critical hit.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side. The Pokemon appears with a rod. This has become a clash between different Pokemon types. An all-out power victory in a Pokémon battle. Knowing the attributes of Pokémon and devising a suitable strategy are the keys to victory. That's why a trainer can
Put execute back in.
The Pokémon is returning to its Pokéball. This Pokémon is back for another.
So I want to go with Alakazam, not Houndoom,
Already taken
to attack
considerable
Diglett.
damage. This is worrisome. Hang on, Earthquake. Right.
Diglett gets the knockout on execute. See, that's why I was wondering why they switched Diglett out earlier when it could have got a knockout.
Pokémon will join the battle now. This Pokémon is rejoining.
Thanks, game, for making the choice for me. That's not who I wanted. That's the third time this season that's happened. On the bright side, Ampharos is slower than everything left, so there's a good chance it would go down anyway. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, I can't switch, because if I switch, whatever I switch, well, wait a minute, Alakazam could survive a hit. The problem is, does it survive 2? I don't think it does. Alakazam can also beat Quillfish, and then we have the other trio there for fighting Girafarig. I think I have to let Ampharos go. If this becomes a one-score difference, then I may flip a coin or something instead of giving the tiebreaker to Quillfish, since the game decided to screw this one up. In the meantime, I guess Dynamic Punch, even though we probably won't live long enough to see that. We've seen that 3 times this season where the game just chose a Pokemon for us. 2 of the times it was wrong, and 1 time we were lucky enough it was who we wanted. I know it's an old game, but it's still funny that that's happening. Alright, Alakazam. Psybeam. 2 Psybeams should do it unless we get a critical hit. That could be big, actually. There we go. The game made up for the screw-up. Alright. The game made it up to us. Let's go Thief. Alright, let's see. Alakazam takes out Diglett. Alright, am I still... Yep, okay. I had to mess with the mic. I'm always worried when I mess with the mic that's going to screw things up. We went dark all of a sudden, though, on the recording. Don't know why it was dark there for a second. Alright, Thief again, because Psybeam's not going to do much to Girafarig. Alright, so you're a 3-hit knockout. Boy, it's a big difference that Alakazam was at full health going into this fight. If they both have to hit each other 3 times. Alright, Alakazam hangs on. Thief again, it should take out Girafarig. Alright. Quillfish remains to try and take down Alakazam, Houndoom, and Haunter.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Quillfish. This is the last Pokemon. One Pokemon is still capable of
Psybeam.
up, but the other one looks tired. The first is Psybeam.
Quillfish barely hangs on. There goes Alakazam. Haunter's not even going to have to make an appearance in this one.
What Pokemon will appear next?
Well, I guess technically Haunter did make an appearance. It showed up as our lead Pokemon, but that was it.
Pokemon appears with a cry. The foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. The number of remaining Pokemon
Bite.
is 2-1.
And that's your ball game.
Fight. Right. That's
Houndoom will take out Quillfish. And in the first battle,
Pokemon goes down.
a 2-0 victory for the Power. Again, with an asterisk, it's more like 3. But a good start for the Power. All right. The Power win game 1, as expected, being controlled by me. We will now, I will now get things ready for game 2. I'll be right back in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 of the 2-game play-in series. We already know the score to beat is 2-0. Quillfish need to at least tie that, if not do better. In the event of a tie, like I said, we might do a coin flip since the game kind of... well, not kind of. It did mess up the Ampharos thing. But we'll see what this one comes out to first. Honestly, except for Houndoom, I kind of like Steelix leading against everything. Mischievous isn't a bad lead either. Diglett, there's always Fissure Diglett possibilities. I'm actually going to lead with Crobat. Because even if they switch into Tyranitar, which I expect them to do when Crobat's on the field, we could take a random shot at Supersonic and see if we get the confusion to work.
Involving the hopeful chance of tomorrow has just started.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. At least we know we can switch into this thing. Go, Diglett.
We go into battle mode. Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Diglett! What's the opening? That caused no damage at all. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
I'm going to say Fissure, assuming they switch into Execute.
This Pokemon
Come on, Fissure Diglett. Let's go, Fissure Diglett. We get a random knockout right away. That'd be huge.
Oh, it's Execute!
Come on, land the Fissure.
Terrifying Fissure! No, that didn't
Darn.
affect. What impact
All right, you're going to go Giga Drain.
have on the battle?
Crobat again. I'd be shocked if it goes for Psychic here.
Switching Pokemon. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. A sharp attack.
Are you kidding me? It was going to Psychic instead of Giga Drain on the Diglett? Really?
How will this newly switched out Pokemon
Really?
fare?
That truly shocks me.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch.
All right, gotta love that the it's always the second battle, it seems like, of every video that it has to have a pause in the recording for some reason.
What now? Not very effective.
I can't believe it was gonna go.
Defense is down.
Come on, really? Special defense down as well?
Which affects the flow of battle.
Can we get an attack that doesn't result in something really bad for me, please?
And yet another Pokemon switch.
Well, yeah, because my Pokemon keep getting screwed over.
Oh, it's Mystery Bug. trainer is also changing.
It's gonna be Tyranitar because that's the one I don't want to see right now. Tyranitar or Houndoom.
Oh, it's Tyranitar.
Of course. Of course it
What
is.
impact will this
You know what? Thunder.
have on the battle?
Then we get lucky and paralyze it.
What's this? A light hit. There's the shot. That had to hurt. It's a
Alright, go Steelix.
Here comes the Pokemon Switch.
Tell you one thing, the way the computer's playing right now, I could very easily see an upset here. So far, my team hasn't been allowed to play.
Ah, that didn't do much. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
Mud Slap, whatever's in there. They're staying in, so Mud Slap it.
How's that? That didn't accomplish much. What'll it do? It appears to be impervious to damage. Accuracy is down. The crowd's excitement
Alright, Iron Tail.
heated battle.
I don't want to do a second Mud Slap because that'll make them switch.
That missed. There it goes. No, that
Hey, look, I missed my only Iron Tail. I've tried.
battle is on.
Yet when the computer was Steelix, it hit him left and right.
What now? Oh, that was weak. Vicious attack. Bullseye.
Steelix takes out Tyranitar. First knockout, but my team's taking a lot of unnecessary damage already.
Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Houndoom. The heated action continues.
I'm going to throw Mischievous away. Somebody's going down here to the Houndoom.
Turning to its Pokeball.
Crobat. Crobat's too hurt to switch in and take a hit.
Rejoining the
And while Diglett's faster than Houndoom, it's frail.
What's this? A light hit. What impact will this Pokemon Switch have on the battle? It's fight. That's it.
I hate throwing a Pokemon away when I know I need to beat a certain score, but, like, the game didn't give me much of a choice with how things have transpired here.
Pokemon will appear.
Alright, I can switch Diglett in, no problem now. I know they're probably just going to put Execute in, but at this point I just need to Earthquake.
Pokemon of different
Get damage done to it.
off in battle. This Pokemon is switching out.
I had to go Earthquake in case it stayed in.
Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. How's that? That didn't accomplish much. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
Go Girafarig. I wonder if he'll Giga Drain now that it's injured.
Pokemon. This Pokemon is back for another go.
There it is.
What's next?
So the only reason it didn't use Giga Drain before is it was at full health. Odd.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of
Agility.
battle?
So we can outspeed the Houndoom when it comes in. Put it in range for like a Diglett to beat.
Appears with a cross. It
At least the Tyranitar gone. Everything else can take a fly from Crobat normally. Stomp. We have to take some chances here to try and turn things around. Come on, give me one flinch. Come on, game. Can't throw me a bone here. Girafarig goes down. That sucks because it was one of my counters for Alakazam. But again, I have to take a couple chances because the game has put me in this weird spot. I have to go Diglett because everything else is slower and Crobat's not going to do 197. Fissure and hope that they switch and we hit. Please hit the because if we get rid of Execute, Diglett can hit everything else. Come on, game. Let me have this with some of the crud you've pulled on me in this one. If it goes Psychic, Quillfish is dead. If he goes Giga Drain, it's a neutral hit.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Oh, I hate this. I may end up having to rely on something like Fissure to give me a chance in this one. For Alakazam, Steelix can take at least a hit. Diglett can take a hit. Quillfish, I'm not sure. Crobat is faster than Alakazam, so it can hit it once.
What's the matter, trainer?
It is missing some health still. I'm going to go Quillfish and hope for the Giga Drain. If it's Psychic, I'm in trouble anyway. The only other option here would be to go with Fissure again and hope it hits this time. Alright, at least that'll be a neutral hit. Critical hit, of course. Of course the game had to throw itself a bone when it's winning already. Oh yay, and the lighting doesn't want to work. It's this old it's this old video audio cable. Come on. Bad enough that I'm getting my butt kicked here. Can you at least stay lit up for us?
They're eyeing each other warily.
Sludge Bomb. Bye, Quillfish. We didn't get a fair shot there. Game just decided that this one's going to belong to the power very early on, it looks like. Well, the Quillfish can only afford to lose one more if they want to win this series. We want to win the series without any questions asked. We need to just flat out win from where we are now. Bite. That's part of why I went with Bite. I didn't know who was going to be out there. Actually, in Houndoom's case, every bit of damage is going to help, so...
It's not very effective. What impact will this Pokémon
Fly.
have on the battle? Whoa! It flew up high. There's the attack. Whoop!
Alright, Crobat. I need a big hit from you, buddy. Are you kidding me that we missed fly?
Both get ready to go.
I mean, impressive that you actually survived that attack, Crobat, but come on, man. Seriously? Imagine if you would have hit it and then you were getting to attack it again now.
What's this? No, that didn't connect.
I'm not surprised, though. This is one of those battles where the game decided from the very beginning what was going to happen.
A sharp attack. Great hit.
Hey, look, it's like if we would have hit it twice, we would have beat it.
What'll it do? Right, that's a hit. Down it goes.
I'm not surprised.
There's a distinct difference in the number of
Not in the slightest.
Pokemon for each side.
Well, the only chance Quillfish has now is if we can win this without losing Diglett or Steelix. As soon as one of them goes down, this is over.
Earthquake. Yes, it's a hit. Yes, it's going down.
Well, I am no longer, with the game kind of screwing my team the way it has, screwing us over, that is. I no longer feel bad about the Ampharos, like accidental Ampharos sub in.
Oh, it's poison.
Oh yeah, I love how the poison didn't take effect there, by the way.
Flying from both competitors.
We're going to have to go Slash. We're not going to get enough out of Earthquake to have a chance on this.
Excitement fills the air in Pokémon Stadium.
If you're ever going to give me a critical hit game, this is the time to do it.
The hit glanced right off. There it goes. A powerful blow.
Why did the poison not hurt when... I guess it didn't hurt because it was a regular switch in. Alright, I have to go Fissure because Earthquake's just not going to do it from here. And apparently neither is Slash.
Whoa! Oh, that hit just the
Yeah, now we hit. It would have been nice if you could have done that when you were at full health, Diglett. You had like 3 chances to hit it during this battle.
one Pokémon.
Well, we're going to lose because there's no way Diglett's going to survive Alakazam at this rate. I'm not surprised in the slightest with anything that I'm watching. I'm really not. I have to switch to Steelix here because the only hope I have is for my team is if I can keep Diglett and Steelix alive. As soon as one of them goes down, the power will advance. Alright, we could survive another one, but it means we have to land Iron Tail. We know how that usually goes for us. I'm actually going to Mud Slap first, see if we can get it to miss its next attack.
What did it do? That didn't accomplish much. What now? That did little damage.
Alright, comes down to luck, which means I'm bound to lose, but I've given myself the best chance here that I can have.
Between the two combatants. The first deciding. Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes. There's only one Pokémon left to come out. This Pokémon is back for another go. This is the last Pokémon. Will the next hit decide the outcome? Will this do it? Oh, that's a miss. Wow! No, that didn't connect. We're seeing a final act in this match. What about this? Wham! The last Pokémon goes down. And there goes the battle.
That's a tough one to swallow. I feel with that lineup, I should have won possibly both games. I feel that in particular, that second battle, the game was, we missed a fly. We missed our Iron Tail, which, of course, the game didn't miss when it was Steelix. We had multiple chances of Fissure that didn't work. Didn't get the flinch from Stomp. Like I said, we missed our fly. Unfortunate. Sorry to sound like a Debbie Downer. I mean, I do got to say congratulations to the Pokemon Power. You're moving on to the Final Four. Congrats. But with the Quillfish being my team in particular, it is disappointing. We were 10-6. We were only a game off from first place. Felt like we had a good season, but we had a little bit of a skid at the end. It's unfortunate. I mean, it really is, because I felt, like I said, not just that I put together a good team for this battle, but I felt like I had a good team for the season. And I wanted to prove that you could win with some different Pokemon that people don't always pick, such as Girafarig, Clefable, Bellossom, a few of those. Unfortunately, this season, wasn't able to pull that off. Disappointing. I would have liked, as the defending champ, to put up more of a fight on my way out instead of getting swept in a 2-game series, losing, in my opinion, ugly in the second game. Yeah. Unfortunate. That's really the best word I could think of. Unlucky, unfortunate. But trying to regain my composure here. It's been a fun season with this team. We've definitely had some ups and downs. Losing to the Magikarp, for example, certainly showed me that I probably wasn't going to win the championship this season. But again, I was hoping I could recover from that and go a little bit into the tournament here, make a little bit of a run. Not the case, but I really did enjoy my team this season. Disappointing and unfortunate. I'll be right back with the updated bracket and the updated statistics here in just a moment. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the updated standings. As you can see, the Power and Quillfish are both 10-8 now. Technically, the Quillfish have a better point differential, but with them losing and being knocked out, the Power are in the top 4 now as they've made it to the Final Four. So there's what our playoff bracket looks like now. The 1 seed, the My Little Ponyta, they will take on the Pokemon Power next week. Best of 2 playoff series again. Or I shouldn't say best of 2, but just a 2-game series again. As well as Nightmare AC taking on the Minnesota Suicune. Final statistics for the Quillfish. Steelix finishes the season as the team's leader in knockouts of a 15-7 ratio. Diglett had a 13-7, Quillfish 12-7. Mischievous fell to 10-9 after doing basically nothing in the playoffs. Girafarig 6-8 also did basically nothing in the playoffs. And Crobat, who did nothing in the playoffs. So, unfortunate. I really liked this team. I thought it was pretty good. I thought Sneasel, except for the game it had against the Magikarp when the computer was in charge, was not bad this season. Clefable did better than expected. Primeape's good as long as it doesn't fight a ghost. Starmie did worse this year than I thought it would do. Same with Crobat. They both had much better numbers last year. Bellossom didn't do great, but its main purpose for being on my team was to counter Dugtrio and Lantern, and it did win a couple of those matchups head-to-head, so it did its job. Magcargo was fun while I had it, but I feel bad that I didn't get more of a playoff run to try and use it again. But, Yeah, unfortunate. I feel like there was a lot of potential in that team, and just unfortunately, between my own miscues and then some of the games the computer gave us when the computer was in charge, or when the computer just gave me bad luck, they just couldn't realize it. But end of the day, only one team could advance. Only one team wins the whole tournament, and it's not like I'm going to win it every single year with my team, even if I am the one running the show. I just would have liked to see this team at least make it to the Final Four. That's all right, though. As I was joking with my opponent this week, tonight, as of this recording, I was joking with them that since I had just got back to Master Ball tier again this season in Scarlet and Violet, I probably used up all my battling luck doing that as opposed to this playoff game, and I think that ended up being true. So, well, it'll be an interesting Final Four, though. Like I said, My Little Ponyta versus Pokemon Power, Nightmare AC versus the Minnesota Suicune. That 2-3 game is interesting because both of them have won a championship, so no matter what, somebody that won a championship in the past will be in the championship game. And out of My Little Ponyta and Pokemon Power, it'll be someone who has not won yet that'll be in the championship game. So, yeah. With today's two matches, my record against the computer on the season now 44-22. I've got exactly a 2/3 winning percentage, or .667 for those of you wanting the actual statistics. That's where we stand. Not as bad as year one, but not as good as the last couple years either. Of course, some of that, having a team that went 1-15, certainly didn't help my chances. But nonetheless, that is it for the Quinwood Quillfish. Their season is done. And I'll probably be a little more cheery next week if I, A, feel better and am not sick, and B, with my team out of it now, I can just purely sit back as a commissioner and as an announcer and just give you guys the broadcast instead of having as much emotion tied into it on my side. But if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next week with our Final Four round of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League playoffs. All right. Bye-bye.